Welcome back to Two in the Cooler, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys, as always, listening, following us on Instagram, and subscribing to the YouTube. It means a lot. And if you want to support the show even further, if you want to go that extra mile, check out the merch. snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. We've got all kinds of great stuff on there. Hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, pint glasses, fanny packs, whatever you're looking for. Water bottles that are really good. They're like those metal ones that like keep things, they're not like cold. I don't know. They're really cool. And it's a great way to support the show, taking that extra step. You're going to find something on there that you like. So please check that out. And you can get merch not just for this show, but for our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', that we produce right here. Again, that's at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. And I just want to make this one thing very, very clear. The quality of this merchandise, I would never cheap out on the merchandise. I've been burned by it too many times myself. You order a t-shirt from a show that you like, or you go to a cool event and you want to support them, so you purchase a t-shirt, but it's that shitty fucking brand. You wear it, it feels like you're wearing a cardboard box. It shrinks in the wash. It fits. Oh my God, it's so disgusting. I fucking hate those t-shirts. That's why at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com, as far as the t-shirts are concerned, I'm talking Target quality. I'm talking tri-blend material, people. So be sure to please check that out. Get yourself something nice, something that's going to make you look good, make you feel good. You can hit the link in this episode description or in our Instagram bio, or just go check it out for yourself at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Instacart is, without a doubt, the best way to get not just groceries, but some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your house. You don't have to go to the store. You can forget about all of that. Instacart will get you whatever you need and deliver it right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. And the best part is, right now, Two in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you gotta do is spend $10 and Instacart will deliver whatever you got right to your door, absolutely free, in as little as 1 hour. All you have to do is hit the link in this episode description and get yourself that deal. Start using Instacart today. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', email snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Podcasting has gotten so big the last couple of years, with good reason. People are attracted to this type of media because it's so different from the way things have traditionally been done with like network TV and that sort of thing. It's long form conversation. You get the chance to really see who these people are. It's great. It's becoming very popular, and with that comes big advertising money. Big companies trying to get into the mix. McDonald's advertises on podcasts. McDonald's, that's insane. State Farm. These are like huge fucking companies, and that's cool, and it's cool in one way, but I don't like it because it doesn't leave any room for smaller local businesses to get in on the action. Good thing is that's where we come in. So if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits to podcast advertising, you can reach out to us at snackspotsports@gmail.com.
He plays for the Buffalo Bills?
No, dummy.
That was a joke, dumbass.
Are we going? Okay, thanks, Emily.
Buffalo. Didn't know gullible was written on the ceiling.
Jesus Christ, Matthew. You're so tired that you've regressed to being 8 years old.
I wish I was 8 again.
Oh, that's sad. Sometimes I do think about, that book, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven?
Mm-mm.
By Mitch Albom?
Nope.
Oh, you never had to read that? We had to read in 8th grade. It's about this guy who dies, and he meets different people from different stages of his life, and when he meets them as he's going through his life, he is kind of like the age that he was at the time. So it starts off, and he dies, and then he kind of like wakes up in this heaven or whatever it might be, and he's like 6 years old again, and he describes the way that he would like running. He's like running through this field and describing how like loose his joints feel and everything, and I'm like, Fuck. That's kind of sad. That's kind of true, though.
Is that the one where they try to find the color blue?
No, that's Finding Blue.
Oh, The Giver?
Yes, that's the... No, that's... Oh, fuck, there's another one in that fucking series, and I can't remember what it's called. Whatever. That's Numbering the Stars. I think that's also by Lois Lowry.
It is.
But I think I feel like there's a third
Two
book
of
in
them.
The Giver. I think it's just The Giver and
there's only the
Gathering
3,
Blue
but only the 2 are connected. But The Fault in Our Stars is like
Numbering the Stars.
Yeah, The Fault in Our Stars is like
it's about a Jewish girl that has cancer.
Trilogy.
Yeah.
Is she Jewish? I read The Fault in Our Stars. I really did.
No, I was joking because the Lois Lowry book is Number the Stars, which is about Jews, and then Fault in Our Stars is about people with cancer.
Yeah. You put the two together.
Yeah, I was trying to make a joke,
but
which was funny.
They're two separate books, though.
Yeah, I know, but the way we were talking about them, this is all confused. But you did read The Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah, at Rushford Lake.
So did I. That's where I read it. Read it very, very
I think
quickly.
I read it first. Yeah, I read it in
I think you did.
6 hours.
Did you cry at that book?
Fuck no.
I don't feel shit.
Am I soft?
You think I feel something? I don't feel shit.
Am I soft? It's a good book.
I never watched
I
the
remember
movie.
being into it. Neither did I. Don't want to.
I don't want to either.
I remember being like, oh, it's a good book. That trip at Rushford Lake, I read 2 books. Those were the last 2 books I read.
What was the other one?
SEAL Team 6, The True Stories of an Elite Navy SEAL Sniper. It was an autobiography about a sniper from SEAL Team 6 named Howard E. Wasden.
I remember that book. I didn't
That
read
was
it,
a
but
good
I remember
fucking
the
book.
cover.
It was a badass book. That book made me if things don't pan out, I could just become a Navy
join
SEAL.
up?
No, it wasn't like my first choice.
Sure, but you're about ready.
Just because, it's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I was telling somebody about our cousin whose brother was a Navy SEAL. He was talking about.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, I mean he's not anymore.
Okay.
That's like a guy that we know was a Navy SEAL. Why? I mean that other guy wrote a fucking book.
Yeah, but maybe he wanted to write a book.
I mean, I'm sure he did. I'm sure they didn't force him at gunpoint to write a book, unless
that's
part of the training.
No, if they did, he would have.
Yeah.
He would have been like, somebody called the ambulance, but not for me.
But he told this story about during their Hell Week or whatever. They were split up into teams, and there was some kind of competition where they had to carry a boat across a river, and the team that won, their reward for coming in first place was 3 minutes of sleep.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. And he said they just dropped right there.
I'd take 3.
To beat.
If you gave me 3 right now, I'm taking 3.
Give me 3.
Oh, I haven't had 3 since September 2008.
Yeah, about that time.
I'd love 3, man. Oh man, that'd be nice.
About that time, Billy Armstrong's dad was still alive.
Who's Billy Armstrong?
Isn't that the guy from Green Day? Billy Joe Armstrong.
Oh, Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Yeah, Wake Me Up When September Ends. That song's about his dad dying.
I thought it was about 9/11.
Maybe his dad died in 9/11. Do we know?
I completely made that up. I never even questioned what it was about.
I'm pretty sure you told me that it was about his dad dying.
No way.
Well, I mean, this would have been a long time ago. This was practically on a Kids Bop CD.
Wake me up when September ends. Want to know what song I love by Green Day? I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known.
What's that song called?
These empty streets. I think it's called. See, this is a trick question. I think it's called I Walk Alone.
Yeah.
It's not called Lonely Road.
Oh, okay.
No, it's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Oh.
Well, no, that's the name of the album.
Okay.
So I'm probably the name
of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good song.
Empty streets on the
I gotta tell you, I don't remember a lot of happy music when we were growing up.
Let me tell you something, Andy.
Yeah.
There's not that much happy music in existence.
But I feel like today,
sadness sells.
Sadness sells. Sadness and sex are the 2 things that sell.
I had a doctor's appointment the other day. It was like a wellness
Happy
checkup.
by
You know
Pharrell.
what I mean?
That song was big.
And they were like, are you depressed? And I was like, no. And they're like, so you're not trying to hurt yourself? I'm like, no. They're like, got any other problems? I'm like, no. They're like, all right, we'll see you in a year.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm like, this is not worth my time.
I
could have done this myself. Send me an internet survey next time.
When I went to the doctors last year, sometimes I get this pain like right here.
Oh yeah.
And like where my heart is.
That's not where your heart is.
Well, you're right. Excuse me, but like
Wait,
in this weird spot in my ribs.
A diaphragm pain.
Yeah, so sometimes I get like this like sharp pain there, and so I told the doctor, and he was like, "Huh, yeah, that happens sometimes. It'll go away. Like, don't worry about it." I was like,
"Did it ever go away?"
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen very often anymore.
Yeah.
But like,
I think that a lot too. I feel something in my body.
Chameleon.
I'm like, is that supposed to be happening? I'm like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think like that just happened. Like you just.
Yeah, sometimes like your body's just got to work itself out a little bit.
Pain is weakness leaving the body.
There you go. Discipline is the instant willing obedience to all orders, respect for authority, and teamwork, sir. That was from Boys State, which I was thinking about because of.
We can talk a little BS.
I'll talk Boys State, baby. Boys State. I'm pretty sure they do it in every state. It's like an American Legion thing.
Yeah, they do because there's a guy.
Well, they made there's like an Apple TV documentary called Boys State that I think.
Do they haze people there?
Do they haze people?
You were like president, weren't you?
No.
Didn't you have a role? You were a cop. You were 12.
No, they. No, I don't think I really held a role there.
Oh, you were the jester, the town jester.
Jesus Christ. Well, it is. I mean, they split you up into what are called like counties, and then you like. It's fucking.
You have mayors.
There's mayor. There's like a whole political.
Do you have
you build like
do you
a whole
have
political structure
electoral college?
I don't remember.
That's interesting because there was a president, was there not?
Oh yeah.
So like, who votes for the president?
If you get to be president of Boys State, then
you go to Harvard.
You go to nationals, boy country, I guess and you get to like, do the same shit at a higher level. But look, there's no other way to say this. It's Hitler Youth.
Yo,
it's so brainwashy. It's crazy.
The funniest thing about you going to Boys State is you got absolutely finessed into going to Boys State.
Yes. Well,
like, I remember our mother, who many moons ago went to Girls State as a child.
Right.
And she was like, it's awesome. It's so much fun. Like, you just hang out, do cool shit, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember you going.
Make cookies. I remember her distinctly saying, there's cookies.
I remember you going and having to, like, be up by, like, 5:30 and fold the corners of your bed in, or else it would get flipped over, and then, like, running to the mess hall and doing push-ups.
Yeah, you have to. So, the day you show up at Boys State, first of all, they literally, like, it's literally like brainwashing techniques. Like, they take away your identity. They tell you, so you get dropped off, or you take a bus there from an American Legion
phones,
post.
Right?
Yeah, so they take your phone, they give you 2 T-shirts, and that's all you have to wear for the whole week that you're there. And one of them is for, like, PT, and that, which is physical training, for anybody who doesn't know. And then the other one is for just, like, other stuff. And so you go, and they're like, this is the building you're in. Go to that building. You, give them your phone. And then they're like, put on the shirt. You're going to then come downstairs, go stand in the parking lot, and you're going to meet your Marine in 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I like meet my roommates real quick. Then I go down, and we're all changed. And they have us stand in lines, and it's in the middle of this parking lot. It's in August. It's super hot. The sun is just beating down. There's zero shade, and we're standing in this parking lot for like 35 minutes, completely silent. And eventually, this guy struts out, this massive human being in his Marine uniform, and he like introduces himself. And I remember the first thing he kind of said, he was like, is anybody offended by swearing? And this one kid raises his fucking hand. And he's like, why are you offended by swearing? And this kid's like, it's against my religion, sir. And the guy goes, is your religion if other people are swearing? And the kid was like, he had nothing to say. So the guy was like, good. Now everybody, here's how the fuck this is going to go. And
he tees up that question waiting to shit on at least one kid every year.
100%, 100%. And
what do you think it would take for him to not swear? Somebody to be like, I'll literally die on site if you swear at me. Like, I have a medical condition where if you say the word fuck, I will just decease.
Probably. That would.
And even then, he might just say,
then,
yeah. Survival of the fittest.
So you don't have like you give up your name when you go. Like there's no saying I, and there's no like you can't refer to yourself. And if you're referring to yourself, it's I. If you're talking about yourself to somebody else, you have to refer to yourself as this citizen. So there's no names, nothing, and it's fucking. I can't believe.
Did that?
It's insane.
If you got caught not saying.
Oh yeah, you'd have to. I mean, obviously, they would verbally embarrass you, and then they'd probably make you like run or something like that. But there was there was like a video club, and I was like, I'm going there. If anybody is going to Boys State, that's the move, because you get out of so much of the actual like bad brainwashing shit if you are in like the videography section. So one day we show up in the morning, and the door's locked. The guy is like not there, and but who is there? But this other Marine. This Marine is like he was not assigned a county because last year he was so intense to his county that they were like, we'll have you come around, but you can't like be in charge of a full group of children. So
this was your senior year?
This was the summer before my senior year of high school. So he sees this group of us, and he starts, and you're supposed to like, I don't know, you got to do some kind of shit.
Attention.
You got to stand at attention or like salute them or something whenever you see a Marine. And he's like, wall sits, everybody. So we all do wall sits, and we're just, not looking at him or anything. And he goes, I want you all to look to your right. And we look over, and these were kind of like the administrative offices. And there's one kid sitting by himself, this chubby blonde kid on a bench, and he's just kind of like looking at the ground. And this Marine says to us, he's like, you see that kid? He's going home because he's weak and he couldn't handle it. And this kid is right fucking there. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, this is brutal. It was insane.
Kind of unreal.
So you have to do like hospital corners on your bed. So they show you kind of how to do that, but if you do it poorly,
did they flip them?
They will flip your bed. One guy, I guess he must have done such a bad job. They took his mattress out of his room and they slid it down a hill.
Did you have to go get it?
Yeah. And
that was probably a lot of work. Did anybody help him?
Yeah, somebody helped. His buddies or something helped. Somebody helped. Or they were like, go help that fucking guy. So I just did not touch the covers. Like, I just slept on top of the covers the whole time. One of my roommates, his dad had served, so he like knew how to do it. So he showed me. He helped me with the first time. It's like not touching them for the rest of the week. Great. And it was so cold, Matthew. And I was so sunburned because literally change, go right down. And then we were standing in that sun for probably 3 hours.
The first day?
That first day. And that's the most sunburned that I've ever been.
They didn't say, like, pack the screen, boys?
I mean, it says to pack sunscreen, but, like, they didn't tell you to put it on. Yeah.
So it's on you.
I mean, I didn't know what we were doing.
To fail.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Boys State.
Yeah, that place
Question
was so weird. Yeah.
How did you get a sniff? Like, how did you get invited to Boys State?
They choose. So a bunch of people, I think it's got. Was
it based on a class you took?
No, I don't know how they do it. I think maybe they ask like the guidance counselors like who could go, and then based on like certain things and like grades and stuff, a bunch of people get letters inviting them to apply to Boise State. And then one day, these 2 American Legion guys showed up at the school, and they were like, "You're meeting with them today." So I went in there and like talked with these guys for a while.
What did they seem like? Did they? Because you want to know what this is? This is a classic. What's that movie? Fat Camp? Is that the movie?
Oh, Heavyweights.
Heavyweights. Yeah. This is a classic Heavyweights type scenario.
It was a lot like Heavyweights.
Like they're like, this is really cool. Like you should come do this.
Oh yeah. And the guys were very nice, but then you get there and it's just like
there's no
like,
American Legion people. It's just military personnel.
No, there are Legion folks as well.
Are they?
They do like the administrative stuff, but yeah.
Do you think they're scared of the military folk?
I don't think so because they've all like been a part of it before, and also like the guys, like on the very last day, you have like 30 minutes with your Marine, where he kind of like.
It's just cool.
He kind of exactly. He just like puts the fight. He's like, you guys have been through this whole week, like whatever. Like, so there's like they're like you're gonna have 30 minutes with him. You can ask him whatever you want. So there's like this little plastic chair, and we're all fucking standing around. I remember there was this huge redheaded guy named Big Red, and I was standing next to him. And he like nudges me, and the guy comes in, and he sits down in just like this little plastic chair, and he goes, "Okay, first of all, yes, I killed someone. It was with a javelin, and it wasn't the only time I killed somebody." And we were like, "Oh, okay, now that's a good way to start."
Yeah.
Obviously, that's like the first question somebody's probably going to ask him. I bet you that would be third, because the first 2 questions you just kind of gauge this guy, and then by the third question, somebody's like,
"Have you ever murdered somebody in cold blood?"
Yeah.
Only 6 people.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
weird I'm pretty angry.
I think the guidance counselor might have hated you.
Yeah.
Now that
well, there were. I mean,
because did you have to like see the guidance counselor after when they're like, "Oh, how was Boise State?"
I don't know. I have no idea.
I feel like though, if it mattered to you, it would be like a good thing to have on like a resume or something.
Oh yeah, I think it looks good, but it's
what do you
also
think like the What do you think like the president from your Boise State is doing right now?
I don't know. I bet you he's like in a huddled mass because he's got PTSD or something.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I
wonder what the percentage.
A lot of these guys will go to West Point. Like a ton of West Point dudes come out of Boise State.
Really?
Yeah.
They that fires them up. They're like, yeah.
Well, so one of the other things you do, I can't remember if it's every morning, but they have these big assemblies, and you're all in this giant field house, and they'll just play
war clips?
What is American propaganda? Yeah, like war clips, and they'll blast like
America, fuck yeah,
like proud to be an American and stuff.
See,
like that. Like they'll just rip
if
it.
you could do that, but
honestly,
you could also drink beer, that would be the best week of my life, probably. I would love that.
So we'd wake up at usually about 4, and then I would go to sleep. So you sleep for, I guess, only 4 hours. You should go to bed at like 12, and then you wake up at 4.
4 seems excessive.
You need to sweep the floors and everything before your guy comes and like checks everything. No. The first night again after like being in the sun and stuff, my roommates and I, because we had a shower in our room, we all like took showers, and this guy came in and he like yelled at us
for taking a shower.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
so you didn't shower for a whole week?
Nope, didn't shower for a whole week after that first night.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
I would literally...
I mean... Yeah. Grimy, so grimy, and just dirty, because you're running, like you're doing PT every morning too, right? So...
I wonder what it's like now. I bet you it's changed so much.
I don't know. Because those guys definitely did not want to change anything. Like those are people. It'd be very difficult to get those guys to change. It's so fucking stupid. But it was literally just like
character building.
It was so much, but it was propaganda, man. It was terrible. It was really.
What isn't propaganda, Andrew?
Oh, that's a fair point.
Like I would go as far to argue as you saying that is propaganda.
Yes, I agree. Propaganda against the propaganda. Yeah, that makes sense. That's
the
propaganda.
P against the P.
Yeah, PVP.
P2P.
PTP.
PATP.
But yeah, they made us memorize a bunch of stuff like that. Discipline is the instant willing obedience to all orders, respect for authority, and teamwork, sir. I haven't been there in, when was that? I was like 17. So almost 10 years. Yeah, and I don't think I'll ever forget that.
That's not almost 10. That's
Isn't it? I mean, it's close enough.
What do you?
25? 8 years? Yeah.
That's not 10.
8 years. No, it's not. It's 8, but it's close.
No, I know,
10.
but you can't say that's almost 10 years.
But it is almost 10 years.
No,
it's closer to 10 than it is.
I know,
not.
but that would be like if it was like 27 and you're like, that's almost 30 years. That makes sense.
What?
Like if it was 27 years ago, and you're like, that's almost 30 years ago. That makes sense.
Because
that's so many years.
10
years isn't a long enough time to make a jump to almost 10.
Yeah.
From 8. Like I would say 9.5 is almost 10 when it's only 10 years.
Yeah.
Because like 6 years isn't almost 10, but the way that you're explaining it, would be
but
almost
again,
10.
To your
over
point,
5.
26, almost 30. You could say that. To your point, I'm saying.
No, because
But you just said 27. You can round that up to 30. That's where the difference lies, right, in that?
Yeah, 1 off of 5 versus 2 off of 5.
Okay, that's fair. I think you're making a good that's an interesting point. I think that's a good call.
This is stuff I think about on a day-to-day basis.
Sure.
My head hurts.
Because it looks like that hat was super tight.
Well, my hair's all, I know, oh yeah, it's a tight hat. But look at my hair. Well, it's because look at this. I should never taken that hat off. Look at this hair.
It's all right. It's kind of
cool.
cool.
Go back to it.
Looks like
go back to it. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks what, Andrew?
Well, it looks like on Krypton,
yes,
everybody wore like a thing, like they all had like
instantly went
headbands.
to aliens. You said that's kind of cool, and then instantly went to aliens. Not cool.
Well, it looks good on Krypton, like in the comics on the TV show.
It's a shame we're not on Krypton, huh?
It really is.
If I was on Krypton, na 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 na.
Is that Gwen Stefani?
Whoever you want it to be. Do you know how many times I've thought about since Wednesday? Oh, Gaga. I like her music. The fuck she know about cameras?
That's such a good line. He was right. He makes an excellent point right there.
It's just a hysterical like thought.
Yeah.
Fuck she know about cameras?
Yeah. I hope that guy's doing all right. He seems.
Yeah, he's chilling with Antonio Brown, so they're definitely helping each other out.
Jesus Christ. Pete Davidson's leaving SNL. Tonight's his last show.
Yeah,
the day we're recording
after
this.
8 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now he's got that Kim K money. He doesn't need to be on SNL anymore.
I feel like he hasn't even, like, not just been on the show, but it seems to me like he hasn't even been there in like a long time. Like other cast members.
You want to know
like,
why though? Honestly,
I
think he thinks it sucks.
Well,
like I think he knows that the stuff that he's doing there is not good.
Yeah,
and like he would think of like
when he's got
the King of Staten Island
stuff. That is,
yes, like the King of Staten Island was such a cool movie.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to be. I mean, obviously the easiest example, because I see it all the time on Twitter, is that what the hell is NFTs skit where he's like he doesn't need that. He hates.
I'm pretty sure that one was his idea though. Like those raps are usually his.
I don't even believe that.
I hate to break it to you, but yeah, it honestly.
Like I'm not.
Boy, it's tough because you know how much I love Saturday Night Live. That show meant so much to me for my entire life. But it's just so.
Will you tune in tonight for his last? You think they'll give him a good? I bet you they give him a send off. They'll probably have a montage.
I wonder what they'll do.
They have to have a montage. I mean,
you know, they don't
funny.
always do stuff. He's
like whenever he's on.
Funny.
Whenever he's on
Weekend Update.
Yeah,
those
Update.
are the
hysterical.
best.
Yeah.
But like that show, and you've heard a lot of things in the past about how like stressful it is and stuff, but it seems like working there is a fucking nightmare right now from everything that I've heard.
It's not good.
But it's like there's
the problem is they can't be good because
exactly
they won't dance with the devil.
It just sounds like there's for whatever reason a culture in that office that essentially denounces
anything
creativity funny. A little bit. It's like it's got to be safe.
Well, yeah, which
network, not just because it's network, but
it's Saturday Night Live. They're like, we can't get Saturday Night Live canceled, but it's like it's gonna get canceled because it sucks.
Maybe
not because you say something stupid.
But you know what the other thing is, like they've been saying that forever about that show, and this
that's not funny.
Always. The excellent example, the Farley, Spade, Sandler years, when they were on that show, in the media, everybody was trashing it. Everybody was like, "This is it. They're canceling this is going to be it." I mean, this cast is terrible. They hated it. But everybody who was high school age or younger at that time watched it and was like, "These guys are fucking hilarious, and this is the best thing." So maybe that's what's happening now. It doesn't feel like that, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I've never seen anybody. You're the only person I know that will still watch Saturday Night Live. I used to watch it with you because I'm like, this is funny.
Yeah, it's like pretty brutal.
When Lonely Island.
Yeah, of course. And again, that's
what is Andy Samberg doing these days?
I mean, they finished up Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So
I forgot he was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What a waste.
No,
I love that show, but he was a funny guy, and that you can't do network television anymore, man.
No, but also, I mean, he got in on it as it was dipping off, though. You know what I mean? Like the year that show started was really like the beginning of the end, kind of.
Yeah,
for network
goose.
shows.
He needs to bring back some shaggy hair and start singing about boiled goose again.
God damn, that's so fucking
Boombox.
Boombox. That's Punch You in the Jeans. Have you ever heard that song? I punch you in the jeans. I punch you in the jeans. This is not a case of man versus machine. When I see a gene, I like to imagine a face.
Don't they have a Narnia song?
They've got
they have a song
Captain
about going
Jack Sparrow song.
No, they have a song about going to see Narnia. Mm-hmm. Or it's a skit. Maybe they never turned that one into a song. But remember, they used to play sketches on Saturday Night Live that were by Lonely Island.
Yeah. They've got these 3 guys on there now who are writers, from this group. They have their own thing called Do Not Destroy, and so they are not like members of the cast, but they are doing videos, and those are the funniest thing on that show right now.
And they play them?
Yeah. The same way they would do the digital shorts.
Yeah.
Some of them are really goddamn funny. Those guys are, I mean, like I said, the best thing on the show right now.
I mean, like,
is those 3 dudes.
Would you say that Dick in a Box is like top 10 SNL things of all time?
Yeah, probably.
Dick in a Box is hysterical. There's never been anything funnier than that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if we sat here for a while, but like that.
I mean, obviously the classics
about it, sure.
Like the things that you see on every Christmas special.
Yeah. The Will Ferrell Dodge Stratus. That's one of my favorites.
I mean,
even like get off the shed. God damn, that guy was so
I mean, obviously
funny.
Cowbell comes to mind.
Oh, Cowbell.
That's got to be number 1, probably.
Cowbell definitely number 1, but again, boy, it's between those 2 then, I think, because we got a pre-recorded. Yeah, because we got pre-recorded. We got a real live sketch. Like
D&B is
those are the top. Those are the top ones. Everything about that is funny. The way they're dressed. The song is legitimately a good song.
What's the one about premature ejaculation?
Oh, I jizzed in my pants.
Yeah, jizzed in my pants. Yeah, that's what it's called.
That shit is so funny. Last night I saw a film, as I recall. You know what? This is right. Do you remember? This was, I think, it was the year that I think it was my first year for Fredonia. I had moved back from Florida, but during Christmas break, my buddies and I had driven down there. And the night that we drove back, I think our parents were actually going to Florida. So you were home and you had like a bunch of guys over. And I was like so tired. I'd been drinking for a week straight. And you were like, no, just play King's Cup with us. And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And so we got that. Somebody pulled the dance card or whatever. And Jive. 5 is Jive. Mm-hmm. So somebody pulled that. Jive. And how does that work? It's like one person dances, and then you have to add to it, right?
So like one person doesn't move. And then, you have to repeat the move and then add your own. And you have to do them all in order. You have to get it right. And you keep adding. And you go in a circle. And you have to start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Do all the previous moves. And then add another one.
Right.
And then it goes to the next person.
So each person did their move based on a Lonely Island song. Do you remember that?
No, but I believe it.
So
I've done so
funny.
many I was playing King's Cup is a timeless game. Like
It
if
really
you're
is.
just
I
sitting
love that
around
game. Yeah.
and just shooting a shit. The problem with King's Cup is it's usually when you're sitting around shooting a shit, so it ends up taking like 3 years because after every card,
Sure.
a story gets told. But yeah, I love a jive. The thing about jives is they're so different depending on who you're with.
Yeah. You got to get somebody's got to set the tone.
Yeah.
Because usually, somebody will get up and like
Clap.
maybe they clap or some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
Like
no.
Let's pop and lock that
Yeah.
shit, baby.
I'm probably getting naked first move.
How was that part of the dance though?
No, that's my move. Is like just take your clothes off, and then obviously you put it back on because when it comes back around, you're gonna have to take them off again.
Right. Obviously.
Yeah. That shit's funny. But again, like you can only do that with like, maybe I don't actually, maybe you don't actually just like fully, but I'm talking like moves that you do with your friends versus if you're like playing King's Cup at a function, you're not gonna.
Right.
Which is why there's a lot of alternate card pulls. I don't know if you know this. Like you could also do 5 as drive.
Yeah.
You ever heard of drive?
No.
Drive or start your engines, and then you go, or skirt.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if we were in a circle, and I was like, drivers, start your engines, and everybody had to be like, buckle. You have to buckle your seatbelt, and everybody's like, you know what I mean? Like you're.
That's going in the montage.
Like your engines get.
You sound like fucking the guy from Star Wars.
No, that was a car sound. That was the sound of my
cars.
Yeah, that was the sound of my engine.
That's so funny.
And
that Richard Nixon.
and then like
mobile.
whoever it is, like just everybody, and then you just like
turn the wheel one way or
so
the
I'd
other.
Like, and then you'd have to or skirt, and if you skirt, it reverses, and you can't fuck it up.
Yeah.
And you can't skirt back at somebody if they skirt at you.
Oh,
you have to.
That makes sense.
You have to vroom. Actually, it might be a vroom. Yeah, vroom. Might be a vroom skirt.
Vroom skirt.
Yeah.
Vroom
Vroom,
skirt.
vroom, vroom skirt.
Vroom skirt.
But then you can't skirt again. You got to vroom, but you got to go this way. Like left, right hand.
Yeah, you got to get it right.
Doesn't.
I was just at a child's birthday party.
Yeah, you were. I knew this.
And it was the
were the
thought
dogs
that
there?
went into it. No, it was incredible.
Really?
It was like Alice in Wonderland.
I saw that. Remember, it
was wild.
like, obviously, it's a good birthday party theme, but at the same time, like I was always petrified. I still won't like sit down and watch like the new Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah,
like I won't sit down and watch that.
Really?
I just feel like the concept of the Mad Hatter is just very creepy to me.
Well, he really Tim Burtoned it up in that one. Johnny Depp. Shout out to Johnny Depp. He seems to be doing very well for himself these days.
Yeah. Listen, Jack Sparrow is one of the best characters of all time.
Certainly.
I saw the funniest video the other day.
Was it on TikTok?
Yeah.
I think I know what one you're talking about. Is it the one with that girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of videos that I've been seeing lately because you know how did you see how Emily? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like there was like this trend on TikTok where like people would like
Harry Potter spells?
Pick shit up. No, they would like pick shit up. Like they'd walk. Their dog would have like a stick this big like in its mouth, and they'd go like take it out of their dog's mouth, and they'd pull it out, and then they'd have it like this, and they'd like the camera would like they'd like walk up to the dog, take the stick, then the camera would look at it, and they'd see how they had it held, and then they'd be like, and just like shake it like, but it would be like the sound was like it wasn't actually, and so it became like a trend of like people would like, like have something super random in their hand, and then they'd like look around and be like, and it was funny.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, like I saw one where there's a guy and he's driving a forklift and he picks up one single 2x4 and it's just like sticking off the forklift like this. And he just like shakes the forklift, so it's like, and then, like the sound plays, like it's funny.
That's cool.
Because you know how Voldemort holds it.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
how he's got
so
it.
that's what they do.
Shit.
Like they'll be like,
that's funny,
and they just like spaz their hand.
That's cool.
So there's this new thing that I've been seeing. I shouldn't say a lot, but I've seen a few of them where people like do impersonations of like if somebody else was Voldemort. So you know that scene where they're like, Harry Potter, the boy who lived, come to die. Like, you know that scene? So, like, they always do that scene. And there was one, and it was Jack Sparrow. Or it was like if Jack Sparrow was Lord Voldemort. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I have to find it. I'll show you after. But it is, like, Andrew, this dude did such a good Jack Sparrow. I don't even want to ruin it, but he's like, he's talking all like Jack Sparrow. Mm-hmm. And then he's holding the wand, like he's got it up like this, and he's got like loose wrist, and he's like, Ave Maria. No, that's not. You know what I mean? Like he's trying to figure out. I'll show it to you. It's very, very funny.
Are you aware that Margot Robbie is taking over the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
I guess a female Jack Sparrow?
I don't know. It's going to be like a different character. They're like rebooting the whole thing, so it's still like Pirates of the Caribbean, but Jack Sparrow's not in it anymore.
Did you see? Sorry,
no.
But the clip from the Johnny Depp
Amber Heard trial
thing.
Which one?
Where I think she's talking about like him having cocaine or something like that, and they're like, "Can you explain it, please?" And she's like, "Well, he had this jar." Like, that's what she says. And they're like, okay, elaborate. But it pans over, and he, like, peeks back at his lawyer, and he goes, a jar of dirt. Like, a jar of dirt. Yeah. Like, you can read his lips. Like, a jar of dirt. Yeah. Because you know from the Pirates of the Caribbean, shit. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt. Like, when he's hiding from.
Yeah. Look.
Hysterical.
He is killing. Like, the way that America has fallen back in love with Johnny Depp, I'm happy to see it because there was a period of time where it looked like he was really going through it, man. Like, there were some photos of him that, like, looked shitty, and obviously he was, like, fucking went bankrupt and stuff. So hopefully he's got that stuff kind of in order, but he seems to be doing well. Everybody. His fucking, one of his lawyers got, leaving the courthouse was like accosted by fans, basically, like, because people are watching this trial live every day. This woman has fans now because people love the way that she is like asking questions to Amber Heard and stuff. So she got mobbed. She got like a standing ovation when she walked out of the courthouse, like getting into her car. People are just like loving it. It's a pretty this is a weird one because it's not like the OJ case where there was like a murder, but it's still getting people's attention in a big way. I guess that's because Johnny Depp is being incredibly
Johnny Depp.
I've just never seen somebody get so many laughs from a jury before. Like, that's like, I bet you that jury laughs. Imagine getting jury laughs. That's gotta feel so good. Uh-huh. That's gotta feel
like,
really
talk
good.
about a tough crowd. You're in a fucking courtroom.
Yeah.
These people are deciding your fate. When they laugh, you're feeling really, really good about yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like, I got this in the bag. Should do Who in the Week.
Sure. The who would win in the week this week is Captain Crunch versus Captain Underpants. Two of my favorite captains, which is why this is kind of tough for me because I've wanted to do Captain Underpants and who would win for a very long time.
Yeah, you've been working on it.
But Captain Crunch, I love him as well.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Crunch berries, man. I'm all about crunch berries.
Oh, see, but that's not Captain Crunch. That's Crunch Berries.
It's Captain Crunch with
We're talking
the
about
Crunch Berries. It's not Oops All Crunch Berries. It's Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries.
No, I know, but that's different than Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's better.
Because original Captain Crunch still has the little...
Yeah, it's just the little rectangles, which I think are peanut butter flavored. They may be butterscotch. There's been some disagreement about that.
I would go butterscotch. No, original Captain Crunch still has a few of the little dots, don't they? A few of the little...
Mm-mm.
Really?
OG Captain Crunch is the red box.
Yes.
Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries is the yellow box.
I don't know. I like them all. I like them both. I love Captain Crunch. And there's something about the way that a Captain Crunch absorbs milk that like keeps it a little bit crunchy, but also a little bit soggy.
Yeah.
Because like some cereal is really good soggy. Some cereal is not so good soggy. Some cereal, if it's like still rock hard, you might as well just not even eat it. Like there's a very fine line though, always, where it's either too crunchy or too. It's very hard to eat the perfect bowl of cereal. But Captain Crunch, when you eat it, when it's still really crunchy, it's delicious because it's almost it got that peanut buttery, butterscotchy. Like it makes your mouth very like dry almost, but it tastes so good.
Interesting.
But then you get the milk like that wasn't in the. It was, on the spoon, not in the cereal.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's unreal.
Yeah,
and then as it gets a little softer, you're like, oh, this is just unbelievable.
I feel like I see a lot of people shitting on Captain Crunch for like cutting up your mouth. Go fuck yourself.
Do that though.
I know, but battle. Like that's good. That's a good.
Go
part
to Boys
of it.
State, then talk to us.
Captain Crunch was there. We had to do. He made us do wall sits. Captain Crunch, but Captain Crunch. I mean, look, he's a military man with a military plan. He obviously had to do something to get that rank. He seems kind of goofy, but I don't think he's dumb. I bet you he can put a plan together pretty damn well. Captain Underpants, as wonderful as he is, he's raw joy, he's raw charisma. That's kind of getting him through everything. He gets very lucky with most of his stuff. Like,
I mean, you kind of said it off the rip. Like, Captain Crunch is some, like, obviously he's a captain, but he's some type of, like, personnel. Yes, like, he wears a uniform. Mm-hmm. He's a captain.
Yeah.
Captain Underpants kind of, like, made himself a captain. Like, he didn't. Like, he just was like, I'm Captain Underpants now. You know what I mean? I'm a regular chubby guy, but now I'm just going to wear underwear and fly around, and you can call me captain.
Yeah.
Like, who made him captain?
He didn't earn those stripes.
No, who made him captain? And I completely agree with you. Like, I mean, the dude gets lucky almost on a day-to-day basis.
Big time.
Like, he's like, you want to know what he's kind of like?
What's that, Matthew?
Fat Thor. Like when, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that comparison.
But also not quite as powerful. Still,
sure, yeah,
but like he's kind of dumb.
Like, he's powerful enough where like he can kind of afford to be stupid, and he doesn't have the more introspective or darker sides that Thor does have. So he's literally just bouncing around, like getting lucky essentially.
But with that being said, he can fly.
Yep, he can fly,
and I'm sure he's got a little bit of strength.
A little bit of strength juice.
Like I don't think he's throwing buses. But you could probably lift one up, like, on its side if somebody was, like, pinned under it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, get it up a little bit so they could,
that.
Like, pull their leg out.
I think he could do that. Captain Crunch, how tall is Captain Crunch? Because he seems real short.
I mean.
I think he's, like, 4 feet tall.
I mean, yeah, he's Napoleon, for sure.
Yeah, he's a Napoleon.
But look at what Napoleon did. Napoleon would have beat the wheels off of Captain Crunch. Or off of
both
Captain
of them.
Underpants.
I can say that pretty confidently.
But here's the thing about Napoleon is his downfall was he was too cocky. Like,
hubris.
You know what I mean? Like,
and that
whereas I don't think Captain Crunch has that.
Yeah, he seems to be lacking it.
If you're Napoleon and you have that, and you're going up against a superior opponent, you're probably going to lose because you're overconfident.
Yeah.
Whereas Captain Underpants is not mentally superior to Napoleon.
No.
But this isn't Captain Underpants versus Napoleon. This is Captain Underpants versus Captain Crunch.
That's correct.
This is Crunch versus Pants.
Crunch versus Pants.
I mean, I don't know. I think I like Captain Crunch in this fight. I just, you know what though? I'd have to reread. I don't remember necessarily Captain Crunch being stupid.
Yeah.
Or Captain Underpants being like stupid. But he just looks dumb.
He's not smart.
Like, he reminds me a lot of Paul Blart.
He's dumber than Paul Blart.
But that's what I mean, like, more lucky. Like, Paul Blart eventually threw together a half-decent plan.
Sure.
Like,
Paul Blart's
Captain
not
Underpants just...
I wouldn't say Paul Blart is dumb, but Captain Underpants, he is stupid. No offense to Captain Underpants.
And I feel like the villains that Captain Underpants fights are even dumber.
Yeah, they're just more malevolent. That's interesting.
And I feel like sometimes they're like high school kids.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
It's a
could've
lot of
totally
like
made that up.
teachers. And there's like the lunch lady goes
because he
bad.
is a principal.
Yeah, he's the principal of their school. And then when somebody snaps their fingers, he turns into Captain Underpants. I think that
Is that? Wait a minute. Should we be canceling Captain Underpants?
he is exposing himself to
An entire
lot of
school's worth
people.
of children.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? We'll leave him alone for now. We'll talk. Yeah. We'll let this one slide, Captain.
Yeah, we'll go through his tweets and see what's actually there.
But yeah, I'm gonna take Captain Crunch in this fight. I just think that he's got to have some type of background in
Sure.
the military of
yeah.
some sort because he is a captain.
Yes.
And I think that he's probably a really, really good, like, he's very strategic, I would guess. Like, he could, if you put a war map in front of him, he would, like, put the ships in the right place and, like, put the troops in the right place, and he would be like, they're going to do this, we're going to do this, and it's going to be over before it started. And it would work flawlessly.
Yes, of course. I think that
We should get a war map.
Sure. We can do that.
Just to, like,
Just moved.
what we should do?
What's that?
Hang on,
Let's finish this up quick.
Yeah.
I see Captain Crunch as kind of like a very bouncy dude, like a very nimble kind of fella. I think he'd kind of run circles around Captain Underpants. Now, if Captain Underpants is able to clip him, he might be in trouble. But I do see a lot of Captain Crunch kind of like weaving around, and Captain Underpants not really having his bearings, and Captain Crunch is obviously going to capitalize on that. So I think at the end of the day, despite Captain Underpants' superior strength, Crunch's, like you said, military stratagem would win him this fight.
Yeah.
So we'll go Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I like Captain Crunch too, so I'm going to take Captain Crunch. That's a 2-0 sweep for Captain Crunch. Vote on that on our Instagram on Friday. At who would win? No, at Two in the Cooler.
Yeah.
Who would win of the week?
Yes, that's correct.
I don't even know what I'm going with that. I'm so tired.
Yeah. What were you doing today? Pools?
Yeah. Just swiped, man.
Like getting them ready for people?
No, I'm doing.
Okay. Hey, we don't have to talk about it.
It just doesn't matter.
My one buddy is he's doing landscaping.
Escapes, yeah.
Yeah, so he just mows lawns all day, and it really. I had to kind of stop for a second the other day because we were talking about like how many blades of grass there are in the world.
Oh, a lot.
And it really started to fuck me up. I was like, we can't talk about this anymore. I'm gonna go fully comatose.
Want to know? Before I ask the second question, yeah, I listened to. There was like some crazy type of like scientist actually on a podcast I listened to the other day talking about like Earth in the universe, and it was like, I mean, who knows? But like about just like how insignificant we are.
Oh yeah.
But well, I know one thing we never talked about that's already off the scene, but you just made me think of was wheels versus doors.
Oh yeah, I liked that one.
What do you think though? And we're way late to this, but
yeah. I mean, I feel like you got to say.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Was that coming from? Oh, you're hitting your nose against the
the boom
pop filter. I think wheels.
It's tough.
It's tough, but I think it's wheels.
Somebody should figure it out.
I mean, that's gonna be an impossible job.
Yeah.
To get like the real number, you got to knock on everybody's door and be like, "Can I check your room for wheels?"
You want to know what they should do that instead of the next census.
Just wheels and doors.
Instead of asking like who you are and how many people live in your house, and
yeah,
just how many wheels you have versus how many doors you have.
I will say I think that if you asked people that question, they would not first time around they wouldn't realize necessarily how many wheels there are.
Yeah, but I think you could say that about doors too. I think I'm a wheels guy. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't. But I'm just saying, like, that's for doors too. Like, but a good thing I did see was Matchbox cars.
Exactly.
Wheels
are
real because they spin.
Yes.
Doors on most of them don't open. Some of them do.
Couple of them. Couple of models.
But most of them don't.
Yep. Exactly.
So, I mean, they're down right there. But then you got to think per household.
Yeah.
You know, you probably have a couple bikes, couple cars, couple pieces of furniture with wheels on them.
Yep. But even like cabinets or cupboards,
doors
will have wheels though, or drawers is what I'm saying on the
Yeah, but-
tracks. I think those count as wheels.
Is that a wheel though? Because it's technically another mechanism.
But
It's not
but
solely a wheel.
but to me, a car is a different mechanism than a wheel, right? But we're still counting those wheels.
Because it
as
has
part of
wheels
the whole.
on it.
Yeah, so does this contraption.
I know what you're talking about, like a drawer slide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that has wheels as part of it. I'm counting them.
Yeah,
I'm
but
counting them.
car,
Putting them on the board for
but
wheels.
also car also has doors, cabinets, door, like you know what I mean. So you're plus other rooms in the house. So really, right there, you're probably, unless you have like, well, because furniture wheels too. Unless you have Matchbox cars in your house, you're probably doors.
Yeah, I think that.
Because I think the
yeah.
only thing you'd probably, the only thing that has wheels.
I hate
don't
this
know. It
question.
doesn't
I hate
fucking
this
matter.
question.
It does not matter
Put
at
my
all.
brain
I'm
in a
so
bad way.
tired. What else do you have for me?
What else do I have for you? Jeez. I don't. I watched the Ashton Kutcher Steve Jobs movie again. You're falling asleep.
How was it? Yeah, I'm good.
That movie is so funny. I love it so much
Why is it funny?
because every line.
Which one is that? Is that Jobs or is that
That's
Steve
Jobs. That's Jobs is the Ashton Kutcher one. I like it because it's like they wrote a script and then they're like, change it so that every single line has to be like so important. Like every line of that movie is so self-aware and like really big at points. But there are some great lines. Like there's this part where he calls Bill Gates on the phone because Bill Gates like ripped off his software for Microsoft, and Ashton Kutcher as Steve Jobs is in his office. He's on the phone and he's like screaming, and then it gets real intense, and he's like, "I will make it so that there is not a single dollar you make where I don't first get 90 cents," which is a cool line. But there's stuff like there's this part where he's back working at Apple, but he's not like
the CEO
or anything.
Yeah.
And so these guys come up and they're like, "We want you to be CEO again." So Steve Jobs is sitting outside at this table listening to his CD player and like writing a notebook, and these guys come up and he like tells them to fuck off, and he stands up and his CD player starts skipping, and he gets like really mad and he throws it into a garbage can, and they like hold on the garbage can for like a long time.
Yeah, because then he invents the iPod.
And then he invents the iPod, which I said it a couple weeks
You
ago.
think that's really how it happened?
Fuck no, of course not.
Might be.
That's so stupid.
It very well could be.
But I know I said this a couple weeks ago, but watching the video of him like reveal the invention of the iPhone is kind of surreal now because it's so ordinary. It's like such an ordinary presentation, the way that he did it.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, a little bit with Aaron.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking remember. It's
yeah, it's what happens,
boy.
man. On the grind, they all blend together. I will say, yeah, because it's a little.
I like that. It's a little loose. I like that. All right, fucking A.
Being at this birthday party did remind me a lot of.
There was a bounce house there.
Yeah, I was looking around and it was so. There were tents. It was so nice. I was like, this looks like one of Matthew's birthday parties around this joint.
Yeah. Listen, don't have your. If you're gonna live in Buffalo, don't be born in April. Like it's the worst fucking weather. Like some years, like because you can't predict it. Like some years you might get a 60-degree day on your birthday, and sun, but other years there's still snow. Like you can't plan a birthday party for April, because you can't plan it outside and then find out it can't be outside.
Yeah,
and it's
if you're
inconvenient if you plan it inside and then it's a beautiful day, because then you have to let everybody know, like, oh, by the way, we're gonna be outside. 'Cause it might be so little chilly.
If you're thinking about having sexual relations 9 months before April, don't do it.
Yeah, what month is that?
I tried to do it real quick and I didn't figure it out, so
'Cause I think it's
don't
technically 10 months. Because the first month, like, you don't get to 1 month until you're 1 month.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. I feel like I read that somewhere, and that sounds so wrong. Now I said it out loud.
That sounds a little strange. We can. How long have we been going? We can get out of here if you need. You seem exhausted.
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe. If you felt like what this body felt like, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't believe it.
You've been deteriorating since the start of the show.
What do you mean? I think I'm on my game today.
I'm especially for how tired you are, but you've been getting more tired as the show goes on.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
When you're tired, you get more tired. Yeah, until you sleep. You're just going to keep getting more tired.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I know how.
Just how it is.
Man, I like sleeping. I like being comfortable. But there are a lot of times where I wish I didn't have to sleep and I wish I didn't have to eat. Because it just sometimes.
Like eating, but I wish I didn't have to sleep. If I didn't, because
it feels it feels like a huge waste of time.
But it feels so good.
But
when you do it. But I agree. Like, I'm always like, I need to sleep, but I just don't want to sleep. Like, I could just do so many.
You know that Seinfeld episode where Kramer starts sleeping for 20 minutes every 3 hours or whatever because he says that's what Da Vinci did.
No.
So.
I do.
Do you think that would work?
No. Maybe. I thought you were gonna say when George gets the bed built in
under his desk. You want to put that on the table in the studio?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Sheesh. Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, we can get out of here.
But I will say we're recording this on Saturday.
Yes.
Just so we should. Yeah. This is
recording
the last
on
thing
a
we
Saturday.
say. People are like, why didn't they talk about all this crazy shit that happened on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday? Well, because we're recording on Saturday.
Yeah. Because I'm doing a play, which I just found out I have to shave my beard completely off to do the play. I'm going to be completely clean shaven.
No, you are not. Mm-hmm. You can't do that.
Yeah. Got to do it.
Do you have an understudy? Just say fuck it.
No.
You can't do that.
You know what I want to do?
You're going to look like shit.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to look really, really bad.
You got to get a haircut first.
My hair is regular length right now.
No, you got to get short sides. You can't have any, I got to get a haircut myself. You can't have any excess length that's not, blended. You can't just be hair start because it'll it'll make you look so out of place.
Okay.
You gotta get a haircut.
I haven't
just
without a beard. I haven't been without a beard since
you could grow
8th grade or something. Yeah, and there's not been some of them were in the early days it was kind of like a starter beard. That was a really shitty beard.
Starter pack beard.
Yeah, starter pack beard, but it's gonna be completely off.
I want to go. You got a pretty thick beard.
It's thicker than it looks. Sometimes I don't realize how thick it is, but I think I'm gonna get it
braided.
I'm going to go.
Can you go chops?
Oh, I probably could go chops.
No, don't go chops. That'd be even worse.
But at least it'd be
then you'd have to walk around in public with chops for 2 weeks.
But I don't give a fuck.
No, you should. Because that is what you could. That people will judge you for that. If you're walking around with full-blown chops, you're an asshole. No offense to anybody that has chops.
But,
unless chops is your look. But some people, chops is their look.
Sure.
I'm telling you right now.
But if I'm doing it for a play, it's different. If I had to walk around without it for a play, that'd be different.
You would have to buy
if
a
you're
fake
just walking.
beard.
If you decide mutton chops are just your thing,
you should buy a fake beard
to wear when the show is not happening.
Yeah.
I was already feeling so self-conscious about this.
Were you really?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna look fat. I think.
No, I don't think you're gonna look fat.
I think I'm gonna look fat. That's my number one worry. Is I'm gonna look fat when it's gone. I have no idea what my chin looks like.
Let me see. No, but you can't. You slide this way for me.
Slide.
No, because you can't go like this. Then no, just head down, level shoulders. Nah. See, I think your face will look skinnier. I bet than you think it's gonna.
I wonder. I'll look gaunt.
Because I think your beard makes it seem like there's a little more something
a
there.
little bit up top. But I want to go. I want to go to a real barber and have it taken off a straight razor and stuff.
Yeah,
the real shave thing.
Go get Yeah, your haircut and your face shaved.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah.
Because
When do it.
I'm going to. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I want.
Do you got a place picked
I want to
out?
record it though. No, I might go because I might because I don't go to like good barbershops.
Yeah, you can't go to Supercuts for this
No,
one.
fuck no, I'd never do that for my
Your
hair. I don't care,
would be
but for
sliced.
Well, yeah, they don't. I don't even think they like shave people there. They do like trimmings. Like they have beard trimming on their menu, but I don't think you can't. But because
that's a funny call. What is that called? It's a menu. It is.
Yeah,
a
it's
menu.
a menu. It's a menu.
But it makes it sound so funny.
But yeah, because I haven't. I'll probably never fully shave it again unless I have to like this, and especially since it's been so long. I want the full I want to go all out, spare no expense for them to take my beard off. I want to record it and we'll edit it cool and then we'll put it on like the YouTube or something. That's what I want to do.
I'll shave it off.
That could also be good for content. But no, I think I'm going to treat myself. I want to treat myself.
Knife.
Jesus Christ. And some tree sap.
Yeah.
Like Grizzly Adams. That's the way they had to do it. Swiss Family Robinson.
Shout out to the Swiss Family Robinson.
If any barbers want to give me a shave for
true.
free, let me know. There's some that follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
I might message them
actually
and, like, see what's up.
I know a guy. I know a guy.
Well, if
I
you
know
do,
a few guys.
Well, let me know because
A few guys in the game.
we gotta go somewhere and do it.
Andy,
So that'll be fun. Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for coming in on Saturday and stuff. Thank you as well, Emily, and thank you folks for listening at home. Let's get out of here.